Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, principal of Simply Improve Health, and I help you to train better, sleep better, and have better quality of life with simple plant-based treatments and therapies and simple techniques. Tonight I'm going to be talking about how you can color your world and change your mood. Now, people don't think of color so much as an adjunct to changing their moods or improving their moods, but think about it. How do you feel when somebody compliments you on that great looking tie or that favorite dress of yours? Chances are they're in your favorite color, whatever that might be. So colors, like everything else in the universe, vibrate and have a particular rate of vibration according to quantum physics. And did you know that they have such a vibration that people who are blind can actually differentiate between certain colors because of the different vibratory rates when light strikes them? I didn't realize that, but it's true. So color is not just something that's nice, it's not something that makes the world look good, but it's something that it can actually create neurological change within us or create a response within us as a result of those frequencies that they emit. I'll give you an example. Red cars. There are more cars that are involved in accidents that are red, particularly in the US, where red is a very popular color, because it's an aggressive color. Think about red. Stop signs. Think very in your face, very aggressive. And perhaps that a color of heat, of strength, of aggression actually translates into driving a little bit too fast, a little bit too carelessly, etc., leading to accidents. Or you think about in hospitals that they're brightly colored in children's wards, or pale green or perhaps pale blue in other wards, because those are soothing, cooling colors, which are particularly good if people are suffering with fevers and trauma, etc. So color is as a large part of our world that people neglect and really shouldn't. Um, I have, in my work with clients, I've suggested that when they're particularly in a particularly low mood, ask them about their favorite colors or what colors make them feel safe or make them bring up happy memories for them. And it could be all kinds of colors. But chances are the color that makes you feel the best and people compliment you on the most has probably along in your spectrum of colors that work with you. In the next few weeks, I'll be coming back on this particular theme, as I will be doing a color um, consultation myself with a friend and colleague to find out if all of the colors that I've been using all of these years and love so much are actually the right colors for me. And strangely enough, having seen a demonstration of a color session with other people, it really makes a difference what colors we wear. Think just think, there's some days you come in, you wear a certain color, and people always compliment you. It's probably a color that works for you. Or if you're wearing something and people start to ask you if you're feeling well, because instead of giving you color and giving you life, your color that you're wearing is actually draining it away. Um, I have found that living here in the UK that people have a huge tendency to wear dark colors, and I've never understood that. It's like, well, if it's always gray and kind of gloomy, especially in the winter months, why not wear bright colors? Why not wear beautiful reds and golds and greens and brighten the atmosphere? To give you an example in practical terms, what that can mean, you're having a party, let's say. You wouldn't want red because it'll probably end up in a punch up some kind of way. But if you put orange, accents of orange in the space where you're having the party, it'll probably be a rocking party. The reason why is because that red, that aggressive red, has been toned down into a more convivial color, a more friendly color, if you will. Or again, if think about in television, they have what they call the green room, which is actually not green anymore, but it was literally green to rest people's eyes from the bright lights of television. Or so there's all kinds of things that you can do to brighten your mood or change your mood. I worked with a client who was a counseling client years ago that was very in a very low place, in a very depressed place. And she wore lots of black and navy blues and very dark colors, which reflected what she was feeling. But I suggested to her, I said, well, use your favorite colors. As a scarf or a kerchief or some kind of accessory in a pin or whatever it might be, or a tie, or a pocket handkerchief for men, whatever it might be. But to have that little something, or it could be a crystal around your neck. It could be many things. It could be a necklace or a bracelet. It can be literally anything that you can get that vibration of the color into your consciousness, because we do respond to the vibrations of the color. And there's all kinds of books about the use of color and how, in feng shui and all kinds of things. But be guided by what responds to you. What you'll know you're on the right track when you feel good and people look at you and they keep asking you, have you done something different? Are you wearing different? Did you cut your hair? Did you? And they can't quite figure out what it is, but it could be something as subtle as a scarf that you have around your neck, or whatever the case may be, or color of a shirt if you're a man, or a woman for that matter. So it's important that you look at color not as just as something, to match and make sure it coordinates, but to actually perhaps change or project your image. For example, one of the things that I'm looking forward to in doing this color consultation in a few weeks is to find out not only what colors look good on me, and to see what's in my wardrobe that doesn't, that actually isn't hitting the mark, but being able to use that information for an interview, to wear the power colors that make me look my best and therefore feel my most confident. And when you're feeling confident, you're less stressed. You can handle situations that come up with more equanimity, simply because you're looking good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We always feel more confident when we look good. And the first start of that is knowing what works for you. And if you're particularly intuitive in that way and self-aware, you may be able to say, I know my colors and I know exactly what to wear and how to wear it. Great. If you're lucky enough to have that knowledge to hand. But many of us don't. And it's kind of hit and miss. I mean, how many times have you gone to a shop? You bought something and it looked great in the shop. You get home and you tried it on, and then you go, don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. And it may not be that it's the cut of the outfit that's the problem. It may be that under the lights of the shop and the lights at home, the color doesn't work for you. Remember, the shops are trying to sell you stuff, so they're going to try to make the lighting and everything as friendly as possible to get you to buy. But when that's not the light that you're going to be living under or going out in when you get home, when you leave the shop. So it's important to know exactly what works for you under all circumstances, whatever the lighting. And only to be honest, a professional can help you with that. Or at least canny girlfriends who have an eye for color, or guy friends, whichever the case may be. So I'd just like to leave that with you. This is a very short live today, but just to give you some ideas about color. One of the things that you have to keep in mind with color is that we have basic undertones in our skin. Some are, it may be pink, it may be gray, it may be blue, it may be yellow, but we have undertones underneath what's considered our normal color, which may be pale, ruddy, or dark, or what have you. So you have to take into account those undertones. I find, for me personally, and I could be wrong, I'll find out soon, but I find that colors that have undertones of blue and yellow work for me. Like this has yellow undertones in it, or blue and yellow undertones in it. So I like off colors like orange reds or blue greens or turquoise, which I love. And it's all about being able to pick up the undertones, what the base of our skin complexion, and being able to complement it or contrast it in a way that is flattering to you. And it's not all, you may love green, but it may not be one shade of green that works for you as opposed to another shade of green. So there's nuances in it, and only a professional can help, but you can certainly start to take a more critical eye at your wardrobe and think about what outfits or accessories get the most compliments for you when you wear them. What makes you feel the most confident? What makes you feel sexy? What makes you feel that you can get that job when you go for that interview? Whatever it is, check out the color. You will probably find that the things you get the most compliments on are the things exactly that are the colors exactly, or color spectrum, that work for you. So I leave you with that thought. I said, happy colors for a happy world. So try to get out of the black and gray and the navy blue, folks. Put some color into this winter, and put some color into your life, and change that mood. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you found value in this, please do leave some love hearts or some thumbs up. Or if you have any questions or comments, send them. Put them in the comment box, and I'll be happy to answer. Especially if you'd like to find out more about how you can use color to change your mood. Take care, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.